Okay, it's time to put it back on the frame. I did run the brake lines and up to the proportioning valve, and I'm going to do the rest of it as soon as I clean up the front part of the frame. But for right now, I'm going to unbolt it from the wall, and then I'm going to jack the car up, and my plan is to lower the front part, because the front is sitting much higher than the rear. Unfortunately, too, the way that I jacked this car up, I can't put the wheels on now, the way the situation it's in. So before I start to manipulate the front, the rear end at all, I'm going to be jacking up the frame and probably putting some jack stands under the rear end, just so I can then lower the car on the frame, and then remove this whole conglomerate here. And then I'll be able to put the tires back on, and then jack the car up a little bit from the body, from the frame, and then I'll be able to tie it all in. So we'll see what happens. All right, here I go. Definitely. Definitely. Definitely, but it looks like I'm going to have to shorten the bolts maybe a ½ inch. Because that is, the cap is right at the end of that cap that's inside the car. Okay, this is the one that I cut open, and it looks like it is right there. I don't think there's going to be any trouble at all starting that bolt. So that's a good thing. And then the one that I made is all the way back here. It's not actually. That's okay. I pull it through. Yeah, that's right there. You can see that very well, but it's literally right in there. All right, for these guys, I'm kind of cheating. There's the plate I made. This is the rearmost mount. That's the one that I started the bolt. This is the other one. As you can see, it's good to go. That one we already saw from down below. That's where I repaired the trunk floor already. And then we got this guy, which is not in yet. Looks pretty center to me. It's kind of weird how this camera's on offset. I'm looking at it, it looks straight. If I hold the camera there, it looks offset. Interesting. Anyway, this one's good to go. The body is now completely on the frame. Awesome. Okay, progress thus far. We let her down, put her outside, turned it around so I can work on the back end dent. We also pulled the front windshield, took all the chrome off. The only reason I took the chrome off is because there was some dings and dents where the top meets the chrome, and I wanted to make sure that we could fix that. And I threw a steering column in just briefly, just so we can move it around. And the next will be fixing the rear panel, which I have a replacement. So that's where she stands. Feels in good shape. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel for notifications on this project's progress and other how-to videos. Thanks!